The powder was found to contain as much as 7% of tremolite, one of the most fatal forms of asbestos.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 kids' toys scandals.
Do you think little girls should be breastfeeding dolls?
Not really. I probably would look at other dolls, though, before I would look at this one for her.
For this list, we're looking at the most infamous controversies involving popular children's toys. Which of these toys did you play with as a child? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. The Foul-Mouthed Teletubby Doll. The British children's television series Teletubbies premiered in the late 90s and became an instant success all over the world. The show's characters, known for their distinct colors and gibberish speech, were soon made into talking dolls that were sold internationally.
Collect them all. Again. Discover more with Teletubbies.
It didn't take long for one of the toys, Poe, to generate controversy over what it was supposedly saying. According to some parents, they believed the doll uttered certain reprehensible words, including an offensive slur.
It sounds exactly like that. It sounds exactly like that. It sounded like it then, it sounds like it now.
This resulted in at least one store removing all Poe dolls from their shelves. The toys manufacturer later cleared the air, stating that it was only repeating some of the gibberish words associated with the character on the show. Number 9. Mr. Potato Head goes gender neutral. The classic Mr. Potato Head toy has been a super successful line for its manufacturer Hasbro since the early 1950s.
See, Mr. Potato Head has a car and boat trailer, and there's a car and shopping trailer for his wife, Mrs. Potato Head.
The set, which usually comes with a plastic potato body and other detachable accessories, first originated with the Mr. title before a Mrs. version was introduced a year later. In 2021, Hasbro made the decision to rebrand the toy line as just Potato Head in a bid to, quote, promote gender equality and inclusion.
Sprouting up this fall, get ready for simply Potato Head, the Hasbro company rebranding with a gender-neutral name.
This was met with a polarizing reception, with some praising the brand for being progressive and others seeing the move as an elaborate PR stunt. The company, however, reassured the general public that the beloved Mr. and Mrs. dolls will still be available for purchase.
And Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are not going anywhere. They're still a prominent part of the brand, and they are still prominent in kids' lives and as part of the play.
Number 8. The Harry Potter Nimbus 2000 Broom Toy. The Nimbus 2000 is a magical broomstick from the Harry Potter series that's bestowed upon Harry when he makes it onto the Gryffindor Quidditch team.
It's a broomstick. It's not just a broomstick, Harry. It's a Nimbus 2000.
After appearing in the first film of the franchise, it was designed as a toy and subsequently distributed by Mattel. What was intended as an innocent children's device began popping up in some adult stores around the world. Why, you ask? Well, for a realistic effect, the faux broomstick was designed to have a vibrating feature and also made flying sounds.
It vibrates, so it's a whooshing sound and it vibrates. So you put it between your legs and you press this.
Naturally, for a toy that had to go between the legs, that vibrating part didn't sit quite well with some parents. Following a storm of angry reviews on online stores, it was discontinued by Mattel.
Can it go higher? Can it get stronger?
Oh, you want it.
Why does it vibrate? That's the question.
Number 7. Multiple injuries caused by dive sticks. Dive sticks are well-known swimming toys that help children build confidence in the water.
As they're designed to be used by throwing in from an adult on poolside and your child diving in under the water to the bottom of the pool to retrieve them.
These days, they're mostly made of rubber and designed to be flexible enough to bend upon impact.
Now these are made with a nice neoprene material, so they're really soft and flexible too.
But back in the 90s, the gadgets were made of hard plastic material that posed a severe impalement risk to multiple children. In 1999, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission ordered a recall of about 19 million dive sticks after they received reports of children being injured by the toy. Although there were only 7 total injuries reported, the incidents were so serious that some of the children required surgery. Number 6. The American Girl doll experiencing homelessness.
For parents of little American girls, the American Girl doll can become an obsession.
Notable for their wildly popular but expensive line of female dolls, the The Mattel-owned American Girl found itself embroiled in controversy in 2009. The company, which releases its products with accompanying books detailing the backstories of the characters, introduced a doll who was experiencing homelessness named Gwen Thompson. Gwen's storybook featured a tale about being evicted with her mom after her father abandoned them.
And it is quite controversial because, Sharon, why?
She is homeless, apparently, and lives in a car.
The doll's appearance was praised by some parents for the potential to increase awareness about homelessness among young kids. But with a $95 price tag and the fact that none of the profits were directed towards actually helping people like Gwen, the move drew the ire of many advocates for the unhoused community.
Is this the way to share that sort of hardship with kids? Is a little too much reality for them at age 8? It's a good question. And then, of course, comes the price tag.
Number 5, Magnetics Magnetic Building Kits.
Join the crew and let's see what you can do. The ultimate building pieces: balls, rods, extenders, flexors, curves, connectors, and lights.
Building toys are some of the most beloved by children all around the world. Just ask 2021's largest toy company, Lego. But just like with construction in real life, there have been a few health hazards with some of the toy forms. Rose Art's Magnetics construction kit featured plastic building pieces that were designed to be held together by small, colorful magnets. These magnets, which were about the size of a pill, caused multiple serious injuries after they were swallowed by children.
The magnets in these magnetics building sets are so popular, they attract through flesh and bone. So imagine what they can do when they get inside a child's body.
It unfortunately even led to the death of a 20-month-old boy. The toys were recalled twice by the Consumer Product Safety Commission in a bid to prevent further harm.
Consumer attorney Alan Feldman says the company that made the magnetic toy received more than 1,500 complaints from parents warning the toy was defective.
Number 4, Breast Milk Baby. From eating to crying and even talking, many dolls have been made over the years that mimic human actions. But Berjuan Toys, a Spanish company, decided to take things up a notch with Bébé Gloton, a breastfeeding doll. Marketed in the US as the Breast Milk Baby, the set came with a separate bra-like halter top, fitted with 2 flower-shaped cutouts that the doll would then suck on. While it reportedly was a success in Europe, the Breast Milk Baby was hit with a wave of criticism upon entering the US.
They've called us perverts. They've said we're endangering the innocence of little girls.
Many deemed it inappropriate and claimed it could encourage teen pregnancies. Others, including the company, argued that it would promote the totally natural act of breastfeeding among young children.
The only way, in my opinion, harm can be done with this doll is if you beat the kid over the head with the doll.
Number 3, the CSI Fingerprint Toy Kit. Seeking out the next generation of forensic investigators, the makers of the CSI franchise released a line of fingerprint toy kits. The set contained replicas of equipment used in collecting DNA evidence, including a fingerprint powder. In 2007, a nonprofit called Environmental Working Group tested this powder and found it contained up to 7% of tremolite, a dangerous form of asbestos.
The toxicant was found in 6 of 8 samples tested by the Asbestos Disease Awareness Organization during a 5-month examination.
Inhaling this toxic material could drastically increase a child's risk of developing cancer and mesothelioma later in life.
According to reports, instructions included with the kits told children to blow the fine powder after applying it. Doing this aerosolizes the dust and makes it a potential breathing hazard.
The manufacturer, Planet Toys, claimed to have found no trace of asbestos when they tested the product. Nevertheless, the investigative kits were eventually recalled from stores. Number 2, Jarts banned after a fatal injury. It was a classic case of David versus Goliath. In 1987, David Snow, an aerospace engineer, lost his young daughter after an accident involving a lawn dart or jart that he had previously purchased.
Michelle Snow's brother and some neighborhood kids who found the darts in the garage accidentally threw one over the fence into the front yard where Michelle was playing. It landed on her head.
Hoping to ensure that no other parent had to go through the grief he had experienced, Snow launched a lobbying campaign to get the jarts banned from being sold.
The time had come for Mr. Snow to go to Washington.
He appealed to the Consumer Product Safety Commission and had them reevaluate the estimated number they had on injuries caused by lawn darts.
I'm not waiting for anybody's help. It's either help me or get out of my way.
The commission quickly learned that their estimates were only a tiny fraction of the actual figure. Realizing just how much danger they posed, the commission voted to enact a ban on jarts, prohibiting any further sale of the toy. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Cloud Pets Data Breach Scandal. Cloud Pets are a line of adorable teddy bear-like dolls with the catchphrase, "A message you can hug."
Just record a message.
Hope you had a good day at school. I miss you.
And send to the cloud. In just seconds, it floats down to the app on your smart device.
The stuffed animals connect to a parent's smartphone through Bluetooth, allowing for audio messages to be sent back and forth. Things seemed to be going on nicely until 2017, when it was revealed that the toys were targets of a data breach, in which a reported 2 million messages were leaked.
Which is surprising. Who could have guessed giving a kid a stuffed animal with a microphone connected to the internet in it had the potential to go wrong?
According to Troy Hunt, an Australian security expert who uncovered the breach, a number of security flaws on the part of the manufacturer left users vulnerable to being hacked. The toys were later pulled by multiple retailers, even though the company maintained that no voice recordings were stolen.
Whether you're all the way on the other side of the world,
I'll be home soon. I miss you guys. I'll be home soon.
Or very close by.
Good morning, sunshine. Make sure you eat your breakfast.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.